All right. How's it going? I got no sound on you, Bill. Uh-oh. We've been fighting the technical difficulties all evening, folks. This is Thursday night. It is Swipe Smarter with your uncles Bill and yours truly. Listen, while he's fixing whatever he's got to fix as far as the sound goes, remember, if you're enjoying our podcast, please hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Tell us you're having a great time. Tell us we suck. I don't really care. But let us know that you're listening. Let us know you're engaged. And most of all, if you had an experience when it comes to online dating, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, crazy, extreme, or just really extreme, or just really unique, hey, leave it in live chat. We'd love to hear about it. But while Uncle Bill's doing his thing, I'm Johnny Dumbbell. I am your no BS personal trainer and life coach out here in beautiful Pittsburgh. I'm here to help young men, especially, to not be the moron that I was as a young man. I'm here to help you with things that relate to mindset, um, stability, both financial, career wise, and even when it comes to that crazy, mysterious thing we call love and romance. See, here's the thing. I'm told that love makes you do crazy things. Now, I would like to amend that particular concept. I'm not going to say love makes you do anything. Love is going to make you think in a different way than you would when it comes to logic because love does not involve logic. Romance does not involve fairness. And so a lot of you guys are here because you're not being chosen and somehow you think that's unfair. And hey, for all we know, we don't know you. Maybe it is. But the fact of the matter is that even if that were the case, that is what we call a non-controllable. And I'm here to show you how to control the controllables in light of the uncontrollables. That's how we move. That's how we live, folks. So, having said that, if you think that you might be willing to do something for the sake of love, romance, or trying to get a piece of that, you know what I'm talking about, and it sounds kind of stupid, risky, fiscally irresponsible, something that you might regret later on that might either land you in bankruptcy court, divorce court, or jail, the best thing you could possibly do is talk to us first. Let us know in the comments, live chat, shoot us an email because chances are one or both of us has done something similar and equally as stupid. And we can give you about 3 or 4 good reasons apiece as to why you don't want to do it. We also are here every Monday night. We're answering your questions live. Shoot us an email as far as that goes. It could be relationships. It could be fitness. It could be diet. It could be just looking for a way to better your career or to up your experience. Because I guarantee you, we've made mistakes related to that too. You see, we're the uncles the entire family talks about, has great stories about, and we're not proud of those stories at all, especially the way they ended. But what we are proud of is the kind of men that we became after the lessons we learned from the results of those stories the hard way. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is we screwed up so you don't have to. Uncle Bill.
Welcome back, nephews. It's Swipe Smarter. And tonight, we're talking about the difference between attraction and alignment. If you're a man, this lesson can save you, well, years of your life. Because this is one of the biggest mistakes men make. It isn't choosing bad women. It's choosing women for the wrong reasons. See, look, nephews, attraction is easy. Attraction happens in seconds. You see her, you like what you see, your attention locks in, your imagination starts working overtime. And before you learn a damn thing about her character, her values, her lifestyle, or even her goals, you've already started building a future in your head. And that's how you guys get yourselves in trouble.
And don't get us started about the guys who leave with their wallet.
It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you're weak. It's because attraction has a way of making men skip the vetting process. A pretty face can make a man ignore obvious incompatibilities. A little chemistry can make a man overlook major red flags. And a lot of men spend months or even years trying to force alignment where it just doesn't exist. So here's some real game for you, nephews. Attraction is not evidence. Attraction, it's not compatibility. It's not even commitment. Attraction is simply an invitation to learn more. And that's it. Look, I got to be honest with you here. Attraction answers one question. Do I want her? But the bigger question that alignment will answer, and it's much more important. Does this woman belong in my life? These are not the same things. Some of the most attractive women you'll ever meet, they're going to be completely wrong for you. Right? Some of the biggest headaches you'll ever experience will start with chemistry. And some of the worst decisions a man can ever make begin with the words, I know she's not right for me, but. A moment a man says that, Johnny, he's no longer following reality. He's negotiating with it. And reality always collects its debt. And that's why tonight, John, it's not about women. It's about judgment. Tonight is about discipline. Tonight is about emotional control. It's about having enough self-respect to stop asking, how do I get her? And start asking, should I? Because the goal isn't to get more women. The goal is to make better decisions. Now, because I want you to understand, women are just a perk of the job. The job is becoming a man who could tell the difference between what gets his attention and what deserves a place in his life. All right, I'm your certified unk. Let's go ahead and get into this tonight, Johnny. I appreciate the introduction you did already.
Hey, I've done monologues before. You just got to kind of ad libs a few things here and there. Yeah, and guys, by the way, I tell you all the time not to take the advice of 90s love song lyrics, but even Belle Biv DeVoe said, never trust a big butt and a smile.
All right, let's get right in and bring out these lovely ladies tonight, Johnny. Nephews, I have our phone lines open despite all of our technical difficulties. Call up with your questions. Give me 1 minute, Johnny. I guess one second. I got this.
Hey, shout out to Minnie Mom. Good to see you in the chat. You can always count on you for a like and subscribe. That's always great.
Okay, I think I got it now. All right, Johnny, can you see the first profile tonight? We got Amanda.
All right, kind of a smoke show. I like it.
Smoke show. All right, give me 1 second here, sir.
I love the little black dress. I do.
All right, let me just make sure I got everything going like I need it. I apologize for the delay, nephews.
We got to make sure we're putting on a good production for you. And if that means we got a little bit of a delay, well, it happens.
I need to get some better internet, Johnny.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you that's one thing I'm glad to have out here in Pittsburgh. We got a great I use Verizon Fios. I got to tell you, they're great. I've had 3 occasions in 10 years where all I had to do is unplug the router and plug it back in.
All right, Johnny, let's get into this. We got Amanda tonight, and she's got a bio here. Shout out to Amanda. All right. She says, I'm a full-time single mother. I'm not here to play games or waste anybody's time. I enjoy being outdoors.
Bless that bitch.
I'm a total adrenaline junkie, and I'm always up for something new. I enjoy football. Man, I'm having a rough day, Johnny. I enjoy football and food.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. Why be confusing?
Specific and intentional. Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got here. We got a prompt. She says, my perfect Sundays include watching football in my comfies while making game day appetizers and meal prepping for the week.
I'll give you my top 3 if she's willing to make it. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's keep going here. Next prompt. I get out of a bad mood by baking some sourdough while listening to throwbacks, all the while having my own concert/dance party in the kitchen.
Man. Hey, in the live chat though, in the live chat, put your favorite game time snack. Let's hear it.
Turn down for what?
All right, let's keep going. Don't be mad if I love football, but I'm not a Steelers fan.
Bless that bitch.
Very nice. Although
right,
Steeler
Johnny.
fans are expecting a ring, and I don't know if they're going to get it, but they're expecting it.
All right, I gotta say, this is actually a pretty solid profile. And it's not because she's perfect, but it's because she's given information. And that's what we're looking for here tonight. All right, some green flags I would see in this profile, Johnny, they stick out to me. Says she's looking for a relationship, so she's not hiding the ball, and she's telling you what lane she's in.
Yeah, I mean, she's real specific here. I like that.
Now, the
about as specific as you could be in a short paragraph. Yeah.
Where'd it go here? Full-time single mom. Some men will immediately classify this as a red flag. And nephews, I got to tell you, that's lazy vetting. It's not a red flag. It's information. The question isn't, is she a mother? The question is, does that align with the life that you're trying to build? Now, let's talk about consistency for a minute, Johnny. Football, food, outdoors, meal prep, baking, throwback music. What else did I see in here? Family-oriented routines, I'm saying. Everything she's describing paints a fairly consistent picture. Now, to me, that's a green flag. When a profile, it tells a story, one consistent story instead of 5 different stories, I pay attention to that.
Well, you know what I'm not seeing? I'm not seeing a whole lot of, revealing, kind of pictures that you would expect to see on the, the selfies page on Facebook or OnlyFans. She's showing what she looks like. She's showing her form. But, we're not seeing a whole lot of, here's me barely, covering anything.
Hey, exactly, Mini Mom. Wings and beer.
All right. I can definitely get down with
Mini
that.
Mom in the chat.
Protein beer, of course. With
you know what else I
electrolytes.
noticed in this profile, Johnny, is there's no negativity. There's no list of requirements. No. I'm not getting any
right. There's not that I'm not doing this or that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, the don't waste my time followed by 20 rules.
Yeah.
Just straightforward informations. And if we're talking red flags, nephew, I'm not sure that I see any that jump off the page at me.
Yeah,
that certainly
her level of attraction to you will be what writes the rules here. Yes.
That doesn't mean she's perfect. It means the profile isn't showing obvious concerns.
Yeah.
And all right. Now, Johnny, something I always like to do is give the nephews some real game. And here's where you nephews are actually going to mess this profile up. All right. A profile like Amanda's here doesn't require game. It requires
She's closer to me than you will.
Most men see football and they immediately start trying to impress her. That's the wrong move. The profile already gave you a roadmap. It's already given you a blueprint if you know how to read it. She's literally telling you how she spends her Sundays. Now, she's telling us that she likes baking. She likes food. She likes being outdoors. All that information is already there. Now, if I were in alignment with this woman and I wanted to have a date with her, I wouldn't lead with, oh, you're so beautiful. I wouldn't lead with, hey, gorgeous. I wouldn't lead with some goofy pickup lines from a guy on TikTok who sells courses from a rented Lamborghini. I'd lead with something that she already gave me.
That was oddly specific.
Sorry. We'll talk
about tell us that one later. Yeah.
Hey, we'll talk about that on camera, bro. I got a beef with somebody.
Well, then eat a pork chop.
All right. Look, I would be playful.
R.I.P.
I would say
Coolio.
something like, all right, in I would say something like, let's settle this now. If we're talking football food, what's the one appetizer you're bringing to the game day that everybody else steals before halftime? Okay, because this is going to get her talking about something she actually cares about. Attraction gets your attention. Alignment is what gives you direction. Because a lot of men, they look at Amanda and think, how do I get her attention? But the better question is, does her lifestyle fit mine? She's what, Johnny, 39, relationship minded. She's a mother, home oriented, football, cooking. The question isn't, is this woman attractive? The question is whether that aligns with the life that you're trying to build, nephews. That's vetting. That's how you swipe smarter. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Johnny, you should swipe right on this one. Honestly,
I told you she's closer to me than you. She's in Prospect.
You want me to swipe right on her for you?
I'm gonna say swipe right on her. Yeah.
All right. If I'm matching her, I'm gonna pass her like a 2-hand pass to you.
All right, but well, make sure she knows how to make jalapeno poppers because I don't.
Bro, you gotta look. I tell these guys all the time, Johnny. You have to give women instructions. You can't just tell the woman to go into the kitchen and make you a sandwich. You do that, she's gonna make you the sandwich the last dude taught her to make. You got to tell her how to make you a sandwich. You got to tell her how you like it, what kind of bread you like, what kind of meats you want on there, what kind of cheeses you like. You
to be fair, she's actually probably going to ask
your
anyway.
Sandwich, nephews. All right, nephews, call up. Our phone lines are open. Minnie Mom giving me the green light on this one. She said she.
Yeah, I'm going to say right. Yep.
She sounds pretty good.
Bless that bitch.
All right, we're going right on her.
I mean, I've never had a woman make me a sandwich who didn't just ask those things. I didn't even have to say it.
Johnny, I like women that can follow instructions and want to follow my lead. All right. Give me a second. Let me preview this profile, make sure there's nothing that we can't share in it. No, we're good here. All right, next profile we got, Johnny.
We got Hannah.
We got Hannah, and Hannah is 39. About Hannah, because she's got a bio.
Bless that bitch.
She says, equal parts heels and sneakers. I'm just as happy with my craft cocktail at a new restaurant as I am with dirt in the garden. Successful, driven, and a bit of an extroverted introvert. Sorry about that.
Stop it with that.
Love my dogs, the outdoors, and finding the next great spot in town. What's your favorite hidden gem? And it says she drinks frequently. It does mention she's looking for a relationship. And we got a prompt here. The prompt says, my international dream destination. She says, spend a few months in Italy. I'd like to start north and work my way through Italy and see everything.
And then forget about it.
And then there's some picture with her with some wine.
So see, there it is. I'm not a white wine kind of guy, so left.
You're saying left based on the.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Let me see.
All right, give me a second here. We'll break this down.
I can't remember where that is.
All right, Johnny, equal parts heels and sneakers. What do you think about that?
So we're athletic, and we're probably athletic so that we can look good in whatever we're wearing with those heels. Hey, I can dig it. It's what I do for a living. Except for
I
looking in
gotta
heels. I
tell
don't
you,
look in
I
heels
like
though.
women who
I look
can.
terrible in heels.
I like women who can dress up professionally and you know what I mean, still dress down and look sexy either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people, especially the people that I see in my gym, they look, extremely, fit and in condition when they're in there and they're doing their thing. And every once in a while, we see them out and about around town in their regular work clothes, things like that. And it's like, wow, yeah. I mean, compared to the people who do their job, alongside them, these people look fantastic. So this girl is wanting to make sure she performs well and looks good. I mean, I think that's a little bit deeper meaning behind that. Yeah.
I'm happy with a craft cocktail at a new restaurant as I am with dirt under my nails in the garden.
Bless that bitch.
All right.
I
So
like
kind of a
women.
tomboyish vibe a bit.
Well, I like women who, me personally, are into outdoorsy stuff like gardening. Who can, you
Well,
know
yeah,
what I
you're
mean?
cultivating, you're nurturing something into growth. Sure.
Yeah. Man, what else we got here? Love my dogs, the outdoors. Next great spot in town. What's your favorite hidden gem? You know, Johnny, why don't you talk about that just for a second? Are there any hidden gems out in Pittsburgh you would
I got to tell you,
recommend?
yeah, there's one place that I love to go for cheap meals. It's a place in the section of town called Craft and Ingram. It's called Mugshots. Great place. They only take cash, so I mean, make sure that you're ready for that. But I got to tell you, the service is great, the staff's awesome, and probably the coldest drinks I've ever had in town. Now,
My kind of place.
young men, if you are describing this place to her as a place to meet her for the first time, the only thing you need to say after that is, hey, so I was thinking Thursday at 7. And that's it.
That is it. All right, what else do we have here? Working their way through Italy. I don't know. I say that's pretty common. I think a lot of people want to go to Italy. That's like one of those things you say, like who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't
Yeah, I
want to
mean,
laugh?
that's pretty specific though. Yeah.
All right. Works out sometimes, drinks frequently. Those aren't really in alignment with each other, but I don't want to judge.
I mean, I think people do it for different reasons. Sometimes people work out a little extra so they can get away with that extra drink.
You know, I was doing that for a while. I was working out just so I could eat whatever I wanted. I wasn't working out for gains. I wasn't working out,
Until we hit our
for
40s and found out it don't work that way anymore because somebody changed the rules.
yeah. I found out I get better results when I have more control over my diet.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you're working out, you're like 23. It's like, oh, hell, I can get my protein from pizza, and you probably will. I'm letting you guys know. Enjoy that while it lasts. It ain't going to last long.
All right. I'm
And
not
here's the
saying this.
freebie. The older you get, the more important your diet's going to be, and make sure you're counting those macros.
All right. Here's the thing. There's not enough in this profile to make me want to go have a drink with her. Now,
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
talking
I'm not
about
saying she's certainly not repellent, but there's really not a whole lot that jumps out.
no, because we're talking tonight about the difference between attraction and alignment. And is she attractive? Sure. But are her and I in alignment? This something I want to put my energy into pursuing? You gotta understand, you don't know these women, nephews. Some of these women, they might not even be good people. That's why Johnny and I teach you vetting. We always hammer vetting every single week. Here's the difference between the shows. I'd like you guys to understand. We tell you to write in with your questions on Monday because Monday's show is about helping you fix your problems. But Thursday's show, We teach you vetting because with correct vetting, it prevents your problems in the first place. All right, so let me think here. I'm going to pass on this one.
Yeah, I mean, very attractive. I mean, but just nothing really jumps out at you. Yeah.
Right. Well, there are better profiles, like women who share their values. And all right, Johnny, I'm gonna break it down. Let me get a nephew some real game here for a minute before we move on. Most of you guys, most men, they think attraction is something that happens to them. And all right, they're right. It does. You don't control what catches your attention. You don't control who you notice. You don't control who you find attractive, is what I'm trying to tell you. What you do control is what happens next. And this is where most men fail because attraction is emotional, but alignment is practical. Attraction says, I want this. Alignment will ask, will this improve my life? And these are completely different questions. See, attraction is why a man buys a car he can't afford. Alignment is why another man buys the car that fits his budget. I'll give you another example. Attraction is why a man takes a job because the money sounds good. Alignment is why another man takes the job that fits his goals. And look, I'll even give you one more example. Attraction. This is why a man chases a woman because she's beautiful. But alignment is why another man asks whether she shares his values. The older I get, the more I realize that success in life has very little to do with what attracts you and almost everything to do with what you choose. Because everybody is attracted to something, but very few people have standards. Everybody is drawn towards pleasure or comfort, and very few people have the discipline to ask, what is this going to cost me? That's the question. Not what do I gain, but what does it cost? Because every decision comes with a price. Every relationship, every friendship, every business partnership, every temptation, nephews, everything. And a lot of men spend years paying for decisions that they made in 30 seconds. So here's the lesson for you guys tonight. Attraction should start the conversation, but alignment should make the decision. If attraction makes the decision, emotion is driving. And if alignment makes the decision, judgment is driving. And the quality of your life is determined by which one is behind the wheel. I need you to understand this. The right decision won't always be the most exciting one. The right woman won't always be the hottest one. The right opportunity won't always be the flashiest one, because the right path won't always be the easiest one. But the men who consistently choose alignment over attraction tend to build better lives, not because they're lucky, but because they're intentional. And intentional men rarely end up somewhere by accident. All right, Johnny. Now, with that being said, I'm going to pass on this profile and let's move on to the next one.
All right. Police pull around.
All right, let me preview Heather here. Nephews, these are profiles that Bumble is throwing me randomly. These aren't pre-selected. You have any questions about any of them, pull up in the chat, pull up in the comments, or call in. All right, Johnny, let's talk about this one. Can you see Heather?
There she is. Okay.
Okay, so Heather, 43, no bio.
Mm.
It does
So
say,
let's see.
it does say she drinks frequently.
I believe that.
And she's looking for something casual.
Bruh.
And there's no prompts at all.
So again, we can combine the types of pictures you're looking at, very glamour shot oriented. We can go ahead and look at the Botox involved as well, and combine that with the fact that she just put a few pretty pictures up with no bio. She's expecting you to be just like every other guy she's run into in life, and be able to and be falling all over yourself to try to get a date with her. And she probably has a pretty full inbox. But you are smart swipers. You're not gonna mess around with that.
She's in Pittsburgh, Johnny.
Good for her.
Right, nephews. This is what
Does kind of look familiar.
A low effort profile. And I don't want to knock her for it, because this is probably what works for her. Adds a couple pictures from her camera roll, and you guys do the rest. But this is why we teach you, like Johnny said, to swipe smarter. Yeah, this is going to be a no for me, just because I don't know. Nephews, I want you to understand something. Your time is your most valuable resource you have. Not the money in the bank, not your clout, your time. It's finite. You only have so much of it. You're not going to get more. What you should never do is waste your time. You don't want to waste your time with women you're not in alignment with just because you're attracted to them. So we don't have anything here about her values. We have nothing here about what she's looking for, or, like I say all the time, whether she's even a good person. So this is going to be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. We got to get that button. We got to get that Randy Jackson button.
Johnny, I can make the button. I'm sure if I can find a clip of him saying that, I can make that button.
We need it. We do.
All right. So
that's better than the Batman transition.
Blessings on your journey. All right, give me a second here and let me preview Aubrey's profile. Voyage. 43. Now, nephews, I have this set up for us to show you profiles from women in their 20s, women in their 30s, women in their 40s, and mostly what's on here are women in their late 30s and early 40s. We're going to see a lot of that. All right, there's nothing on here that I can't show. So let's talk about this one, Johnny. And we might do one more after this one. Nephews, call up with your questions. Let me put the number up in the chat.
I didn't realize how late it was already.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do this profile, maybe one more.
In the live chat, if you ever actually vetted somebody out that was actually like smoking hot, but there was something wrong, tell us the story.
Sometimes, Johnny, it's not about their looks at all. It's about their
attitude. That gets a foot in the door. That gets a foot in the door.
All right. Let me see what we got here. Aubrey, 43, senior paralegal at a law firm.
Bless that bitch.
Live music, energy work, functional nutrition, crystal Reiki master. I don't have kids, but I don't mind if you do.
Bless that bitch.
Always learning and growing. Magha, swipe left. Ask me out, don't chat me up. And then she kind of ruins it, Johnny, by
she just derails right after that. I got to tell you, she looks and sounds about that type. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Ask me out, don't chat me up.
Lead with where you're taking her and when. That way she can gauge how much you're going, yeah, I get it. So she's a paralegal at a law firm. So if one of the lawyers there doesn't sweep her off her feet, she's putting this ad out just in case somebody out there with money plans to do the same.
Johnny, this isn't really about her. This is about how our nephews are supposed to move. So let's give them the game on how to deal with a profile like this. You know, you or I would not swipe
and you
on
swipe
this.
it to the left.
Now, here's some things I don't like, the political stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not very political. If you're political, that kind of tells me that you're closed-minded because you can't see the bigger game behind it. The Republicans and the Democrats are working together. It's not about left or right. It's about rich or poor, haves and have-nots. And if you can't see that, then you and I are not in alignment. So anybody that gets on here and starts talking about political stuff, I said this before, Johnny, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an American.
Yeah, it's about the golden. It's all about the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules.
So any kind of political stuff that just tells me that her and I won't be in alignment. And that's a shame because usually a crystal Reiki master is a little more open-minded and aware of control systems put in place by the Matrix. Let's just leave it at that and move on because this is not a conspiracy channel.
Women like this are open-minded as long as you agree with them.
She says, if I could eat only one meal for the rest of my life, it would be Persian cucks.
That sounds about right, too.
All right. And then a couple pictures from her.
Bruh.
Do I need to break this down? Yeah. Do I need to tell them a little bit more about this, or should we just move on to our last profile tonight?
It's up to you, man. She was boring me to sleep.
All right, let's find something a little more.
But guys, if you want to get at her, just conform to her way of thinking and don't question anything she says.
You see, Bumble just gave me a notice I missed the match.
Oh, Bill.
Oh, I didn't match man. Woman I didn't want.
Bill, I pray that someday you find your Karen.
Check out this profile. Sorry. No, I can't show this one.
Man, we came that close to getting a live match on a live podcast. And you know what? It was worth it to still go left.
Man, I can't show this one either. Hold on. Okay, we got bios. Well, let me check out these last couple pictures. All right, I think this is going to be our last profile for tonight, Johnny.
All right, this is it.
Let's check this one out. We got Taylor. She's 41. Says director of data science at software. She says over 35 question mark. Forget the young things. Time to find a partner who can recognize the signs of a stroke. Cute, smart, lies to cops.
Bless that bitch.
Machete is the preferred means of slashing red tape. Believes in science, hard work, and honesty. Loves vegetables, tennis, rock and roll. Price firm, serious inquiries only.
All right, so specific to the point and with a really nice touch of humor. I like it.
I like it too. It says she rarely drinks. She's looking for a relationship. All right, she says, if I could have a superpower, it'd be the ability to fill anything I find empty. Bellies, hearts, oceans, barrels of fish, etc.
Bless that bitch.
I could use a barrel of fish.
Johnny, I think you could use a barrel of whiskey.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Plays
Me with a
tennis.
good time.
I like women who are active. You know, if we're going to be compatible, if we're going to be in alignment, she at least got to go to the gym. You know, my favorite quality in a person is self-awareness, perspective, and snack preparedness.
I mean, hey, look, if you're out there hiking and biking, that's a little more valuable than you probably think.
My third grade teacher described me as a handful. And then I like this, okay, because this is kind of important. It goes over, sometimes they can link their Spotify to it, and it tells you like who their top artists are, who they're listening to. And that kind of gives me, I'll know if we're in alignment or not. And look, I got to be
He's
honest.
eclectic.
Yeah, their taste in music. Now, nephews, it's been my experience that hoes have the best playlist. Think about it. They've been in lots of dudes' cars. They've been riding around. They hear something fire. They add it to their playlist, and it just grows. So
Bless that bitch.
I'm looking to see if she got a fire playlist.
They leave a trail of broken hearts of guys who love to listen to Drake. Yeah, I mean,
Bruh. All right. Johnny, she's funny. Now, this is somebody I might actually enjoy a drink with.
Yeah, that could be a good shot or three.
I don't know. Mini Mom, what do you think? You still rocking with us tonight? I'm on the fence about it. I'm leaning towards left. The profile is funny. It's not a bad profile, but I'm not sure how much in alignment her and I are.
All right,
I'd like to see more like values and interest in here. I mean, the humor, the funny, it got my attention, but if I'm going to spend like an hour or an hour and a half with her, I would like to know a little bit more about her. I think this is going to be a no for me.
Hey, we got two, didn't we? We just got the one.
Did
we get two?
Sure.
We at least got one. That's great. All right.
All right. Shout out to us. All right, nephews. Before we get out of here tonight, I want to leave you guys with one final thought. The difference between attraction and alignment might be one of the most important lessons that a man ever learns, because attraction is everywhere. You're going to be attracted to women. You're going to be attracted to women you haven't even met yet. You're going to be attracted to opportunities. You're going to be attracted to money. You're going to be attracted to comfort. Some of you are going to be attracted to shortcuts. You're going to be attracted to the things that look good in that moment. That's easy. Anybody can be attracted. The question is, can you evaluate? Can you think? Can you separate what feels good from what's actually good for you? Because those are not the same thing. A lot of men spend years chasing things they were never supposed to keep, not because they were lied to, not because they were manipulated, but because they never stopped long enough to ask the right question. Not, do I want this, but does this align with the life that I'm trying to build? That's a different conversation. And that question, it'll save you from bad relationships. I promise it will. It'll save you from bad friendships. It'll even save you from bad business deals and bad decisions. See, attraction is a feeling, But I want you to understand that alignment is a standard. Attraction says this excites me. Alignment says this fits my life. And if you don't know the difference, you're going to spend years confusing desire with direction. But here's some real game. Like I said, the older I get, the less impressed I am by what people say they want. And I'm more interested in what they're willing to sacrifice for. Because your priorities, they're not revealed by your words. They're revealed by your choices. Everybody says they want peace, and then they choose chaos. Everybody says they want loyalty, and then they ignore character. Everybody says they want a better life, and they keep making the same poor decisions. Man's future is hidden inside his daily choices. That's where it lives. Not in motivation, not in some affirmations, not in some wishful thinking, in choices. And nephews, this is why discipline matters. This is why accountability matters. And this is why emotional control matters. Because the quality of your life will always be connected to the quality of your decisions. And the men who build great lives aren't necessarily smarter than everybody else. They just learn to stop asking, what do I want? And they start asking, what aligns with who I'm trying to become? And that's the difference. And once you learn it, you'll start seeing the world differently. You'll stop chasing everything that catches your eye. You'll stop mistaking chemistry for compatibility. You'll stop confusing attraction with alignment. And you'll start making better decisions that serve your future instead of your feelings. And everybody that tuned in tonight, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate any of you that write Uncle Johnny for the Monday show. So until next time, nephews, please remember, women, they're a perk of the job. The job is becoming a man capable of recognizing what belongs in his life and what doesn't. Now, go forth and conquer. John, you got anything else you want to add to our stream tonight?
Yeah, we got a crazy weekend ahead of us. We got Scotland Day at the Riverhounds game tomorrow night. So there's going to be a lot of crazy things going on and a lot of fun to be had. Just keep the drugs and alcohol to a minimum. We do not have bail money, but if you do drink, don't drive. And if you do drive, don't park. Because accidents cause people, and that's going to cost you. Good night.
Yeah.